Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to NHL Draft Pros.
Shoots, he scores!
On today's video, we're going to do a scouting report on the two-way defenseman Logan Hensler from Wisconsin and the collegiate hockey program. And we're going to see what makes him one of the top picks in the 2025 NHL draft class. And can you please help the channel grow by hitting that subscribe and like button? I'd really appreciate it. All right, Logan Hensler. He's a 6'2", 290-pound right shot defenseman. So yeah, he's going to be highly touted for the upcoming NHL draft. And if we look at his NHL draft rankings, NHL Central Scouting has him at number 10 amongst North American skaters. McKean's 19, Bob McKenzie at 11, and Elite Prospects at 25. So there's a little bit of a mix there in terms of his ranking. And if we look at his stats, check this out. 12 points in 29 games playing for Wisconsin. However, that doesn't tell the whole story. For the entire NCAA under-19 defenseman, he is second in points behind Cole Hudson. So, not the best point production per se, but definitely not the worst either. All right, so as usual in my scouting reports, we're going to take a look at his skating, his shooting, his passing, his puck control, his compete level and defensive play, and what he needs to improve upon. Now, the first thing is his skating. And yes, Logan Hensler is a really, really good skater for a big kid. And you're going to see it right here. He takes it up the ice. Some nice maneuverability, I guess you could say. You can see that he's got that good mechanics. He looks good when he skates. Let's just put it that way. And so that's one of the strong things with Logan Hensler is that, he's definitely a great skater, got really good four-way mobility. You see it right here. He just rushed it in and then got back defensively and was able to retrieve the puck right there. So yeah, skating-wise, definitely really good for Logan Hensler. You're going to see it right here, his four-way mobility. So, he's going to apply some pressure there, then he's going to come up, pinch, and then he's going to get back into position here. You're going to see that he doesn't lose positioning because of his skating. So that's one nice element of his game that definitely is good. All right, so next is his shooting. So now this is one thing that he could improve upon. In this clip here, he gets a puck through, but there are issues with him getting pucks on net, finding those open lanes, and that is something that you want to see in defensemen. And so more times than not, he's not able to get that puck through. But the thing is that he's got a decent shot. And if he would just learn how to find open lanes a little bit better, he would definitely probably get better stats, I guess you could say, more points, more goals, more assists. He only ended up with 2 goals the entire season. So you want to see a little bit more in terms of offensive upside from a defenseman, especially a right shot D, which are highly touted in the NHL draft. So yeah, you know what? I think that there's little things that he can work upon in terms of his shooting. And if he does that, if he gets a little bit more power, a little bit more accuracy, I guess you could say, in his shot selection, that would definitely bump him a little bit in terms of ranking wise. But look at that little nifty move and then the shot. So you see he does have, when he gets in close, like watch his goal right here. That's a nice shot. Right off the hip there, and he buries one. So yeah, he walks in and then boom. Woo! Yeah, love the goals, especially from D. It's always nice. All right, passing. That's another thing that's really good in Logan Hensler's arsenal, I guess you could say, is that check out that little heads-up play. He can find players, forwards in terms of, breakouts and in defensive zone exits and stuff like that. So here, this is at the World Juniors. You can see his patience with the puck. So he's got it, waiting. He could have went D to D there, but he finds an open lane, and then they get the zone exit. So that was a nice little play there. So there are glimpses of it. So here's at the top here, and then just a little chip. Look at that. So he didn't go hard. He didn't, hesitate. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew where his forward was, and he just a little chip off the board there, little rim, and then that got the puck out. So same thing here. You're going to see this is on the power play. And so, yeah, he got some power play time. I wouldn't consider him a top PP kind of guy, maybe a PP2, but when you got that mobility and vision on the ice, that's a bonus. But anyways, okay, puck control. Again, so this is that same clip from before where he dekes out that player right there and then scores. There are glimpses of it, but the problem is is that he's kind of stays back a little bit. He's not, confident with the puck, I guess you could say. I'd like him to take a little bit more chances, have some confidence with the puck on his stick and use that mobility and the stick handling. Like here, you're going to see a little bit of it. So he picks up the puck right here in the neutral zone, and then he's going to, deke one guy out. He's going to bring it in. Look at that. Look at that. So there is, potential, I guess you could say. There are potential, but he doesn't use it too often. He's a safe player. He doesn't take chances. And look at this one. Like, that's a great rush right here. And he gets it in the zone. Like, come on. Do that more often, Logan. Like to see that. All right. Compete and defensive play. Got to say, pretty sturdy defensively. Look at this. This is because of his skating. Like, look at that. That player had a step on him. But he was able to transition well and take the puck off his stick. And then you're going to see it right here. So he's going to pin this player up along the boards. Perfect play. Like, perfect play. Physicality-wise, he's, 50-50. He's got a very active stick. Now look at this. And then he gets the zone exit here. Look at that. Perfect. He's got a very good active stick. I'd like to see a little bit more physical play in his game. Like, sometimes you're going to see that the stick play right there. Stick play is good, but he needs to be a little bit more physical at times and not depend on his active stick so much. So here, same thing. So you're going to see he pins the player up against the boards there, and that's exactly what you want from a defense. Nothing fancy, but he does his job. Same thing here. You're going to see the active stick right here, little poke check right there, and then he pins him against the wall, and boom, they get the zone exit. So yeah, and then the physicality. He likes to hit every once in a while. Wish he would do it more often, but watch this one. He was a little mad there, and he just lays him out, and then he pushes him down to the ground. He says, all right, get out of the way here. Get out of my way. And then the World Juniors, you're going to see this one right here against Canada. He just, boom. Nice shoulder drop there. All right. So now we're going to get into some of the negatives, what he needs to work on, improve upon. So right here, left it a little too late. So, kind of misread the play on that one. Here, same thing. Active stick, doesn't use the body. Guess what? They get by him. Odd man rush. So sometimes, like I said, use the active stick, but have the body ready to, help out. Here, went on the wrong side of the puck, and then they get a scoring chance because of it. So little things, little nuances, I guess you could say, in his game that, if he could, fix them up. And same thing with the shot here. So can't get it through traffic. Same thing here. He's not going to get it through traffic. So like I said, he's got to find better lanes, I guess you could say, in terms of his shooting. All right, so his strengths, like I said, the skating is unreal. He's a great skater, 6'2", right-handed D who can skate. Yeah, that's going to be, it's going to be liked in NHL managers' eyes. Defensive play, like really good defensively. Active stick needs a little bit more physicality. I'll talk about that in a second. And the active stick, uses his stick really well to get pucks off of oncoming skaters. And then what he needs to work on, improve upon, confidence with the puck, skate it a little bit more, use those hands and the skating to bring it up the ice, I guess you could say. Shooting, like I've talked about in the previous clips, finding those open lanes. And then physicality, I mean, sometimes he's 50-50 on the physicality. I'd like to see him use a little bit more. He's a great skater, so he can recover well, In terms of rankings, I'd say, he's kind of dropped a little bit. I'd say he's in the 10 to 15, maybe even 10 to 20 range, depending on, but you can't pass up a great skating right-handed D. And I don't see him going, in a later first for sure. I'd say he's closer to the 10 mark, in my opinion, 10 to 15 range. But, overall, I like Logan Hensler's play. I watched him a lot last year in the NTDP. And I think that he's going to be a really good D in the NHL, PP2 mid pairing kind of D. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Logan Hensler. And like I said before, please subscribe, hit that like button, help the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. And that's all for today. We'll see you soon. Cheers.